Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, where we bring you crucial updates that could impact your financial decisions in a big way. As of the current date in the USA, a groundbreaking shift has just occurred that may turn heads across the currency investment community. Bank of America, one of the most prominent financial institutions in the United States, is now officially accepting Iraqi dinar notes across all major denominations. That includes the 25,000, 10,000, 5,000, and even 1,000 dinar notes. For those who have been holding on to these bills with cautious optimism, this is the kind of tangible development many have been waiting years to see. For a long time, the Iraqi dinar has remained in limbo, an object of speculation for investors, collectors, and those keeping an eye on Middle Eastern markets. Despite Iraq's turbulent past and economic uncertainties, the interest in the dinar never truly faded. Now, Bank of America, stepping forward to process these notes in select branches, signals a meaningful shift. What makes this moment different is that it's not built on rumors or unverified internet chatter. Multiple branches are now confirming they've begun handling Iraqi dinar transactions in an official capacity. So, what triggered this move? According to internal sources and customer feedback, demand for foreign currency services, particularly for Middle Eastern notes, has been rising steadily. Clients involved in international travel, global investing, and remittance-based activity have prompted the bank to reevaluate its position. In response, Bank of America has adjusted its strategy to offer more robust foreign currency services. This puts the bank in a strong position to lead other major U.S. financial institutions in acknowledging Iraq's economic rebound and its re-entry into the global system. For those holding on to 25K, 10K, or even 1K notes tucked away in safes or lockboxes, this could be your chance to finally convert them under regulated procedures. Rather than relying on third-party dealers or questionable online exchangers, customers now have the option to bring their currency into authorized Bank of America locations. While not every branch has implemented these services yet, many major urban locations are already set up with trained staff and foreign currency desks equipped to process Iraqi dinar. Let's get into the numbers. The 25,000 dinar note has long been the favored denomination among casual investors due to its larger face value. The 10,000 and 5,000 notes are more common in Iraqi daily commerce, while the 1,000 dinar note is widely circulated among locals. All of these are now eligible for exchange at or near prevailing market rates. At the time of this report, the approximate conversion rate is 0.707076 USD per dinar. That means a 25,000 dinar note would convert to around $190.00 USD. Keep in mind, actual rates may differ slightly depending on daily fluctuations and policies specific to individual branches. The exchange process itself is refreshingly straightforward. You'll need to visit a participating Bank of America location and present your dinar notes for verification. Bank personnel will inspect each note for authenticity and condition before providing a rate quote. It's essential that your notes are in good shape. Notes that are torn, faded, heavily written on, or damaged may be rejected. Some branches also have daily transaction limits for foreign currency, so it's wise to call ahead and confirm procedures at your local office. Be sure to bring valid government-issued ID when you visit. This is typically required for all foreign currency exchanges, and the process can move quite swiftly if you're prepared. With a bit of planning, the entire experience, from verification to payment, can be completed without delays. Looking beyond the day-to-day process, this decision by Bank of America signals a broader trend toward acknowledging Iraq's economic reforms. After decades of war, inflation, and rebuilding, the Iraqi government has been actively pursuing measures to strengthen the dinar. Among the strategies under review is the proposed 3-no removal plan, which would effectively redenominate the currency. Under such a reform, a 25,000 dinar note would become 25 dinar, while its real-world value would remain the same, adjusted by the rate. To illustrate, if the dinar were restructured and valued at 0.76 USD per unit, a newly issued 25 dinar note would still equate to $19.00 USD. This type of redenomination has been used in other countries emerging from inflation or post-conflict economies. It's typically followed by a transition phase where old notes are phased out and replaced by new ones, often with international assistance. Bank of America's early move suggests it may be ready to support customers during that exchange window, if and when Iraq proceeds with such a plan. Another potential game-changer lies in the digital realm. While nothing has been officially launched yet, discussions are circulating about the possibility of Bank of America integrating Iraqi dinar exchange options directly into their digital banking platforms. If implemented, this would allow users to convert dinar from the comfort of their homes, either through mobile apps or the bank's secure online portal for customers in rural areas or those without easy access to participating branches. This would be a monumental step forward. Digital access could simplify the entire process, allowing users to track exchange rates in real time, initiate requests, and even schedule branch visits for high-volume transactions. The broader impact of this decision is likely to ripple through the financial industry. As Bank of America leads the charge, other top-tier U.S. banks such as Wells Fargo, Citibank, and Chase may soon feel the pressure to follow suit. Once competition increases, so do the benefits for dinar holders. Whether it's through better rates, more locations, or quicker transaction times, if more financial institutions begin embracing the dinar, the currency may shift from being a fringe speculative holding to something viewed with mainstream financial legitimacy. For those who've held on to dinar notes through years of silence, doubt, and skepticism, this development feels like overdue validation. What once seemed like a speculative bet has now received acknowledgement from one of the most influential players in the U.S. banking sector. It's no longer a question of if the dinar will be accepted. It already is, at least at Bank of America. Whether you bought in during the post-2003 era or recently acquired notes out of curiosity, this milestone is significant. It proves that financial institutions are watching Iraq's economic landscape and may be positioning themselves for further engagement. Still, while this is a promising sign, it's essential to approach the situation with caution. Exchange rates are still tied to Iraq's ongoing financial recovery and political stability. Holding dinar should not be treated as a guaranteed investment. And as always, before making any major moves, it's wise to consult a licensed financial advisor who understands the intricacies of foreign exchange, tax implications, and investment risk. Currency values can change rapidly, and timing plays a crucial role in whether an exchange benefits you or not. It's also worth noting that any official move toward a revaluation or redenomination would likely come with announcements from Iraq's central bank and require coordination with international financial bodies. So far, there's been no official revaluation, and the rates remain close to existing market standards. However, the groundwork being laid by U.S. institutions hints at preparation for larger changes down the road. If such changes occur, having dinar in hand and being familiar with the exchange process could give you a head start. Meanwhile, watch for more branches to begin offering exchange services. As the policy rolls out across additional locations, holders should stay updated by checking directly with their local Bank of America representatives. Some branches may require appointments or have paperwork requirements, particularly for large transactions. Having clean, well-preserved notes and proper identification will speed up the process and reduce the likelihood of delays or denials. Also, keep an eye on how other banks respond. If institutions like Chase or Wells Fargo begin implementing similar procedures, it could create more flexibility for dinar holders. A wider network means less dependency on one provider and a healthier range of options for investors. This growing acceptance would also signal rising confidence in Iraq's financial reintegration on a global level. In terms of future developments, a successful redenomination or revaluation of the Iraqi dinar would likely coincide with policy shifts inside Iraq, such as reduced reliance on the US dollar improved oil revenue management, enhanced fiscal transparency, and increased foreign investment. If these align over time, the dinar could become not just exchangeable, but potentially valuable as a stable store of wealth. However, for now, its acceptance at Bank of America marks the clearest and most actionable development dinar holders in the U.S. have seen in recent memory. Ultimately, Bank of America's decision to accept 25K, 10K, 5K, and 1K Iraqi dinar notes isn't just a procedural change, it's a signal that markets are evolving, a signal that the dinar is no longer being sidelined, a signal that something larger might be underway. Whether you're a seasoned investor, a cautious speculator, or someone simply curious about the foreign currency market, this is your chance to pay attention. Check your notes, check your branch, and get ahead of whatever might come next. Thank you for staying informed with Iraqi Dinar News, where we continue tracking the most important updates on the path toward revaluation, redenomination, and potential financial opportunity. Stay alert, stay informed, and always verify through official channels. We'll be here with the facts, the changes, and the insight you need to make smart decisions about your dinar holdings.